Gotta make sure the volume is on now. Yup, microphone on. Let's get her done. Hey, Shalom, y'all. It's your man's Trail, and I'm back with another video. All right, another edifying lesson. Abaratazah, meaning Father willing. I want to give all praises, all glory, and all honor to the Heavenly Father Yahweh in the name of His only begotten Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit, the Rakah HaKwadash. All right, Barakatah. Okay, and Shalom to all the elect lady. All right. You, your children, all right, and the sincere brothers and sisters who just hearing this word, all right. So yeah, man, call halal Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Yesterday, all right, I was street teaching, and it was a topic that I was weighing heavy in that I didn't get the full. I said that I would do a land back video so that we can get the full understanding that this is a body, all right. The Lord is not coming back for, one type of person. All right, you got to fit into this cookie cutter. No, He's coming for, you got to fit into the body and follow the instructions that we were given as far as His commandments to the best of your ability, your testimony, all right, which is the doctrine, the spirit of prophecy. It has to be on point. Okay, can't be no schism or no gill in your mouth, no deceit, right? All right, but as long as you doing the best you can with these commandments, you calling on the true names of the Heavenly Father in the name of His only begotten Son, all right, you're doing the work. You're not idle. Okay, you watching your steps. All right, you examining yourself. You careful. All right, you a part of this body, man. If you ain't against us, then you with us. It's way too many people against us, all right, for us to be having problems within the body. But you know what? That's what we have the word for. All right, we're all trapped into this flesh, and we need to be continuously washed with the water of the word. All right, I just seen a couple things, in the body, my time here. All right, call Allah Yahweh Shem Yahushua 420. All right, I guess that's something that I see. But anyway, my time here in the body, I've seen some things that we can reflect on. It could be edifying, especially to you newcomers in the faith. Check out this video. Even more, all right, if you've been in this truth for a long time, check out this video. All right, we always gotta refresh ourselves with the elementary milk. So this is Psalms chapter 133. It says, behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. All right, that's a good and pleasant thing. All right, for brothers to dwell together in unity. All right, if brothers is not against you, brothers is for you, brothers is giving it they all. All right, show love to these brothers, man. All right, if we always got to be circumspect. We always got to be careful. We always got to watch. You understand? Okay, because we can't have people coming in here poisoning the flock. All right, but the Lord set up people to come poison the flock. But you can't call ahead of time a brother's downfall while the brother's still trying. You know what I'm saying? And I think I see a lot of that going on, and we need to understand, man, it's a time to break down and it's a time to build up. All right, it's a time to love and hate. Okay, it's a time to warn. It's a time to chisel and correct. All right, use that rod of iron, and it's a time to tell a brother, you know what, hey, keep going, man. All right, keep going. I want to encourage you brothers to keep going who's just stepping into this thing. All right, it says, it is like the precious ointment upon the head that ran down upon the beard, even Aaron's beard that went down to the skirts of his garments, as the dew of Hermon, and as the dew that descended upon the mountains of Zion. For there the Lord commanded the blessing, even life forever. Let's get 1 Corinthians chapter 12. All right, 1 Corinthians chapter 12. All right, and let's see. We'll start at verse 20. Okay, the whole chapter is nice, but you can read it on your own. But now are they many members, yet but one body? So there's many different members, all right, in the body of Yahushua. All right, the body of Yahushua is His bride. That's His church. All right, starting with His men, the prophets, the evangelists, the teachers, right, the apostles, His 144,000. They are the strength of the body. All right, Yahushua is the head. Now you can't tell if there's many members in one body. You can't, it's gonna, we'll read it. It says in verse 21, and the eye cannot say unto the hand, I have no need of you, nor again the head to the feet, I have no need of you. No, much more those members of the body which seem to be more feeble are necessary. Okay, he's saying every member of the body has importance. Have you ever lost a fingernail? You know how bad that hurts? I'm talking about like the part that you don't want to lose, not the part that grows. You understand? You can't say, oh, that part doesn't matter because every little member, even the members that you think don't have importance, it means something. To the brothers that's out there as readers on the street corners under strong men, they're important. They're necessary. The readers are necessary. All right. To the brothers out there who are by themselves, all right, and they calling on the true names like myself, they're sincere, they're diligent, right? They're examining themselves. They studying every single day. They're in the council of the wise. Okay? They're necessary. The brothers who go out there in groups of 7 and 15 and 20, you know, hey, no folly, man. No folly, Salaki. I'm just saying, they out there super deep, right? That has its necessary, right? It shows strength. All right. But the Lord will have brothers out there by themselves for a period of time as well until he send them a co-worker like myself. Or he may never send you a co-worker. All right. How much more work can you be done on separate channels? All right. And dividing people and sending them out. Yeah, the Lord sent them out in twos, right? His disciples. Okay. Now, he didn't send them out in tens. We ain't rebuking that. All right. So sometimes it's going to be in multiple numbers. Sometimes it's going to be one brother. It's the doctrine. You know a man by the fruit of his lips. It says, and the eye cannot say unto the hand, I have no need of you, nor again the head to the feet, I have no need of you. Nay, much more those members of the body which seem to be more feeble are necessary. And those members of the body which we think to be less honorable, upon these we bestow more abundant honor. Okay? And our uncomely parts have more abundant comeliness. Okay? So the parts of the body you think don't mean nothing actually means everything. It says, for our comely parts, I'm not going to say everything, but it means a lot. It means everything to the completeness, to the welfare of the body. For our comely parts have no need, but Yahweh have tempered the body together, having given more abundant honor to that part which lacked. Okay? And, you know, that goes into the outward appearance. You think that that's everything, but really the ugliest parts of the body mean something. You have intestines in your body. That's not beautiful as the outward appearance may be, right? But it's very important that your body has a reproductive, I said reproductive, what do you call it? Congestion, whatever, a digestive system. That's what I wanted. That's important. That's a part of the body. If you take out the digestive system, your beauty is vain. You understand? You take out the intestines, you take out the acid in the stomach, you take out all the parts of the body that you ain't even thinking about on a daily, right? You take out the tonsils of your throat, you ain't even thinking about it. It's going to affect the whole body, okay? The beautiful parts of the body, you know, you could live without your private part, right? You ever heard of a eunuch before? Okay? You do need your private part. Now, I'm not saying it don't mean nothing. All the body means something, but it's the parts you don't think about that you can't live without. Your liver is in secret. You understand? And you can't live without it. There's disciples who are in secret. The Bible talks about secret disciple. You understand? Everything ain't on Front Street or made obvious. You understand the importance of what the Lord is doing and how he's getting his work done. This is all spiritual, man. I hope I'm not juggling brains too much. Our comely parts have no need. You could live without a handsome face. You could live without long flowing hair, ladies. All right? But you need that heart to beat. You understand? You need that oxygen that you can. You need everything, okay? You need the breath. Okay? Yahweh have tempered the body together, having given more abundant honor to that part which lacked, that there should be no schism in the body. Okay? No schism in the body. Let's get that word schism in the blue letter. All right. I'm excited to give this lesson, man, because it's edifying, and no brother is too high to get back to the basics, man. This is milk. Okay. I always try to keep myself within the context of this lesson today because it's easy to go off. So schism in the Greek goes into Strong's G4978. Schisma. All right. And the Strong's info is literally or figuratively division, okay? Rent, like a tear, split, right? A gap, schism, no division, okay? No tears in the body, okay? Because we're a whole body. We ain't supposed to be divided against one another. A kingdom divided cannot stand. The Lord is coming back for a body of unity, okay? So we need to, when we're rebuking, rebuke and balance, all right? There's a time for rebuke, but also it's not enough lifting brothers up to keep doing this work. You know what I'm saying? All right, it's a lot of, watch out for this brother who got these characteristics and this and that. All right, but what about the brothers who do got some of those characteristics and they giving it they all, man? We, hey, you, whoever out there, we need each other. We need that love. It's a reason why the Lord commanded us to love one another. All right, this may seem ABC 1, 2, 3. This may seem like an attack to some people. I don't care what it is. It's edifying. You understand? The same way we gotta take the rebuke and serve the Lord with fear and trembling. All right, and always have that hot iron to know not to go off and to watch everything. We also gotta have that love. Proverbs 11:1 says the Father is a God of balance. Okay. All right, there should be no schism in the body, but that the members should have the same care one for another. Do you get what I'm saying? All right, I don't know who's watching this. Put a 7 in the comments if this is not too hard to understand. All right, we should have the same care one for another. Okay, Brother Trail is not that easy on people, but I'm also not that hard because I like to, when I'm snapping, I also give the balance, to the best of my ability. Nobody's perfect, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, let's remember and keep that in the back of our head too. All right, because a lot of us in this Israelite thing, we seen so many people do this thing wrong. We got an evil eye towards most people who coming into this thing. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, like I was teaching yesterday on the street teaching, man, somebody have to be the elect. There got to be a whole lot of people waking up in the last hour. All right, we can't be, have this evil eye towards everybody. We got to really watch how quickly we are to judge. Okay? All right, it's easy to look at a tree and not see the roots. You understand? Because the tree ain't all the way progressed or whatever it is. You looking at a tree, but can you see the roots? Can you see what the Lord has done? All right, to get this person to where you see him now. We don't know. We can act like we know because of similar people with similar characteristics and similar fleshly suits. We can act like we know. We don't know. All right. We can judge to the best of, as near as we can to our neighbor. We can judge as near as we can. All right. Now it says, and whether one member suffer, all the members suffer. Okay, all the members suffer with it, or one member be honored, all the members rejoice with it. Okay, and this is not talking about everybody who believes on a God and then they're not calling on the same name. This is the body of Yahushua, not the body of Yeshua, Yeshaya, Jesus, the body of Yahushua, the Son of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh. All right, we are all members in one of His body. All right, as the elect, starting with the elders, apostles, and bishops of Great Millstone on down to their true affiliates. Okay, calling on the same names. Okay, it says, or one member be honored, all the members rejoice with it. We just really need to keep that oneness, that oneness, that unity. It says, now ye are the body of Hamashiach, and members in particular. So we are the body. All right, and Yahweh have set some in the church. First apostles, secondarily prophets, thirdly teachers, after that miracles, then gifts of healings, helps, governments, diversities of tongues. Okay? All right. Are all apostles? No. Are all prophets? No. Are all teachers? No. Are all workers of miracles? You got to think, man, the Lord ain't just coming back for the 144,000 either. All right? Women have an important role in this body as well. All right, every man ain't single. Our women pull the arrows out of our back when we out there in war. They comfort us, right? You get certain type of energy from women. You know what I'm saying? Your children making you happy. What? You know what I'm saying? You get certain type of my bad, Salaki. I'm at a appointment. You get certain type of energy. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't even just energy. We need our women in general to reproduce, right? We need our children to be a part of this nation as well. All right, so we can have increase and growth and health and a lot of things. Okay, so it says, now ye are the body of Hamashiach, and members in particular, and Yahweh have set some in the church. Forgive me, y'all. My bad, man. Verse 29: are all apostles? Are all prophets? Are all teachers? Go back there, where? Are all workers of miracles? Have all the gifts of healing? Do all speak with tongues? Do all interpret? Okay, every brother can't speak the whole Hebrew language, the whole Lashawan Kodash. You understand? Everybody can't speak Greek freely. All right, But in the body, you got brothers who could go deeper into these words. You got brothers who can interpret. Okay? But they're not more important than the brother who can't, but he may be strong in something else. All right, one brother may be strong because he had much experience with women. He can go deeper than the brother who never got to lay with a woman. A brother who never got to experience a woman, because you have brothers like that in this truth. It says, but covet earnestly the best gifts, and yet show I unto you a more excellent way. And the best gift is prophecy, but without charity, prophecy don't mean nothing. To prophesy, and we're going to get that later, but yeah, we're gonna get that later. All right, we back on track though. So it says I mentioned a secret disciple. Okay, I want to get that, because you gotta understand, we have to build brothers up to step up to the plate the correct way. All right, it's a lot of tearing down, like, oh man, you know, you do this, you get puffed up, brother gonna fall because we saw so many people fall. No, you supposed to step up to the plate. All right, you're supposed to do the best of your ability, of the ability that the Father gives you. All right, everybody don't got the same talents, and some people is gonna have a lot of increase, and some people it's gonna seem like you don't have a lot of increase, but you're just important as the one that the Lord is using much. Okay, all right, we got to build brothers up to step up to the plate the right way, of course, while at the same time warning them of the severity of the opportunity. The opportunity to be a teacher, a prophet, hit those street corners, upload videos, that's an opportunity worth everything. All right, because the 144,000, that's the house of David. That's the temple, the third temple. All right, that's literally the top, the elite of our nation, out of millions and billions of Israelites that there will be. Okay, and that there is. All right, there's 144,000 called to be the top. Okay, and you can't choose that or will for it yourself. You have to be chosen to be a part of that number. All right, but you're made strong for the betterment of the rest of the body, of the rest of the 1/3, the rest of the people. You understand? All right, and eventually all Israel will be saved, but that's another topic. So let's get John chapter 19. All right, John chapter 19. Man, that appointment was quick. Huh? What happened?
Just checking. Heartbeat.
That was crazy. Like that was 2 seconds. I could have waited. It's all good. You good?
Yeah, I got a lab next time.
All right, John chapter 19, verse 38. All right, this is the book of St. John chapter 19, verse 38. And it says, and after this, Joseph, all right, of Arimathea, being a disciple of Yahushua, so he was a disciple. All right, that means he was a prophet. Okay, he was disciplined. He had the doctrine. He had the name. All right, but secretly, so he was a secret disciple. Why? For fear of the Jews. So he wasn't like known of everybody and their mama, all right, to be able to be a disciple, to be a secret disciple. That means, hey, he was probably what you call being individual, but one within the spirit. All right, he besought Pilate. Look at how the Lord used him for much, and he wasn't within the body, right? Because you know they came to Yahushua saying, Yahushua, there be some that cast devils out in your name, but they're not with us. And what did Yahushua tell them? Hey, if they not against us, then they're with us. Don't forbid them to prophesy. Don't forbid them to cast out devils. Don't forbid them to do my work just because they ain't on your team. All right? The spirit is lifting brothers up by the power of the internet. That's the whole point of Baruch chapter 4:37, Baruch chapter 5, verse 5. My children will be gathered from the east to the west by the word of the Holy One. And the word is being showed and proliferated in the ears of the elect, right? Increased, all right, in the vessels of the elect to wake up, okay, by the internet, before the firmament. Okay? Come on, man. All right, and that's a whole nother story. Those of you coming in newly, you know, I have a couple lessons about the internet and how it's in the Bible, okay? Every brother ain't gonna come in, all right, and they have pen and paper and they underneath you physically in the flesh, all right, getting this truth. All right, it's enough truth out there on the internet to where if you go into a cave, the Lord isolates you, all right? You go into a cave, all right, for at least 6 months, you could actually get this truth and understand it well. The Lord let me marinate, you know, for years in that Bible. Okay, before I got to this, but there was levels to the way I was studying. Okay, you understand? And it got deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. So there was a secret disciple, all right, for fear of the Jews, because the Jews was against this doctrine. They were killing people who came out with this new doctrine. Yeah, Hebrew Israelites who spoke the language. Okay, they did not understand. That's how you know language don't prove nothing. All right, language is an adding tool to our further edification and understanding, but it does not reveal the secrets, the mysteries of the kingdom. That would be the wisdom of this world, language. You understand? And the wisdom of this world don't reveal the secrets. It's the wisdom of Yahushua. All right, the wisdom of the Father Yahweh through Yahushua. All right, that He gives to His men through becoming little ones. All right, following the laws of wisdom, so that they are able to receive the secrets. It says that Arimathea, whatever, he came therefore and took the body of Yahushua. So it was a secret disciple, okay, that took the body of Yahushua. All right, come on now. All right. So I'm done with the secret disciple part. I just want you to know the members that you think are least. Oh no, they wasn't with us, so they can't come out of nowhere, talk, speaking boldly and, doing this and doing that. Yeah, they can. The Lord got many people waking up in other countries where you would never be. Elder Apostle Tar ain't got to go to the east side of the world to make disciples. Right there from wherever he live at, he's making disciples on down, and he's already done it. Okay, obviously through the power of the Lord. Obviously not by his own power. I'm not giving him all the power. He's used just like we're used. All right, but he is the top apostle right now. Okay, in this truth that we have, all right, through this lens, the truth, okay, this doctrine. All Israelites are not on the same doctrine. I'm talking about those who pertain to what we teach. Okay, all right, where's the joy of repentance? We covered this yesterday in the street teaching, Luke chapter 15. All right, verse 10. It says, likewise, I say unto you. All right, we'll start at verse 9. And when she hath found it, she calleth her friends and her neighbors together, saying, rejoice with me. All right, we'll start at verse 8. Either what woman having 10 pieces of silver, you want to take her for a while? For sure. Either what woman having 10 pieces of silver, if she lose one piece, does not light a candle and sweep the house and seek diligently till she find it. This is a parable. If a woman got 10 coins of silver and she loses one, are they not all valuable? You understand? Is she not going to light a candle and sweep the house? Hey, I'm looking everywhere for this coin because it's important. Okay? You got to remember the Yahushua is the one that left the 99 to find one. Okay? If you picking up what I'm putting down, it says, and seek diligently till she find it. Okay, that's why this gospel has to be preached to the ends of the world, all right, or the kingdom will not come. He says, wheresoever my people be scattered, even if it's to the furthest extent of the world, there will I gather them. All right, come on now. And when she hath found it, she called her friends and her neighbors together, saying, rejoice with me. She's so happy. All right, the Father is so happy. Yahushua is so happy. All right, the angels are so happy. How much more happy should we be that a brother can take this truth and receive it? Call on the real name. Step boldly to do the work. All right. And yes, we got to help these brothers. All right. Do it the right way and watch out for this and watch out for that and watch themselves as well. We all got to watch ourselves. Yes, we have to do that. But you got to show these brothers love. It got to be a balance, man. Everybody ain't evil. Somebody got to be the elect. Somebody got to be the 1/3. That's millions of people, man. Somebody has to be the 1/3. All right. We got to eat the whole roll, man. So it says, and I'm going to remember this when I'm teaching it and going in, that it's brothers listening who's really giving it they all. Sisters listening that's really giving it they all. All right. She calling everybody, rejoice with me, for I have found the peace which I had lost. We are the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Matthew 15:24, who this gospel is preached to. Think not that I come except for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. It says, likewise, I say unto you, there is joy in the presence of the angels of Yahweh over one sinner that repenteth. All right. This is why the Lord don't play about his little ones. All right. And amongst the little ones, we have problems but they get resolved eventually. He's coming back for a spot without wrinkle or blemish. All right. We were warned not to envy one another, okay? Not to be striving with one another, because the Apostle Paul knew through the Spirit that would happen. He seen it happening, right? While he was walking the earth. Schism, division, arguing, strivings over the law. You know what I'm saying? All right? The testimony is what's going to save you. Your faith and belief in the testimony, okay? We ain't saved of our works, but your works will follow you by your belief. Faith without works is dead. If that's not too much to understand, we may have to get back to the basics on that. But check this out. All right, so we got that, right? We are commanded to do this work and love each other. All right, let's get John chapter 15. We are literally commanded to do this work, and we're commanded to love each other. All right, this is John chapter 15, KJV, the true vine. All right, verse 1, I am the true vine. This is in red letters, and my Father is the husbandman. All right, come on now. My Father is who planted me. You got brothers stepping up yesterday talking about they're one. No, the Father planted the Son. Verse 2, every branch in me that beareth not fruit, he taketh away. So if you don't do this work, the Lord is going to curse you just like he cursed the fig tree that didn't produce no fruit. So when you see brothers stepping in doing the work, brothers should, you know, my first teacher in this thing, New Jerusalem 144 DA, he was saying things like how brothers was getting mad that he was teaching too much. You doing too much, man. Going out to the streets too much. You making too many videos and blah, 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 blah. But what the fuck? What? Are you serious? Too much work for the Lord? This is the type of things that goes on in Israel, and I'm warning you brothers who's coming into this thing. All right? The Lord, you gotta know what the Lord requires of you. It says, every branch in me that beareth not fruit, he taketh away. You should have the fear of Yahushua in you. That you're not like, that you ain't the one that ain't doing no work. We can't do the work without him. So if he's in you producing much work and you're doing it correctly, just keep going. You doing a great job, brother. Keep going, sis. All right, Aquath, you're doing a great job. All right, be careful. All right, this is a narrow path. If you fall to the left or to the right, you got fire and you got deep water waiting on you. So be careful. Keep the instructions, but you're doing a great job. Many have not even stepped up to the plate yet. You here. All right, breathe, look around. But you got to keep going. All right? And keep going in the fear of the Lord. All right? It says, in every branch that beareth fruit, he purgeth it. Okay? That it may bring forth more fruit. Okay? Purge means a cleansing. That's why we stay clean. We stay in the fear of the Lord. We study daily. We don't take our eyes off the prize. We don't become one with this world. We keep our eyes single, always focus on the kingdom, always praying every morning that the Lord helps us stay in this thing, helps us not get prideful, help us stay humble. All right, and the Lord will show you confirmations, man. I get a lot of confirmations, and it's such a blessing. I would be really hurt for the Lord to not deal with me. Okay? Verse 3 says, now you are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. All right, Ephesians chapter 5 talks about husbands, you need to wash your wife with the water of the word. Well, we are the bride of Yahushua, and you think he's not washing us through his spirit with the water of the word? Yes, he is. And you get washed by your teachers. You get washed by the counsel of the wise. Even if you are a wise man, even if you are a prophet, an apostle, a teacher, an evangelist, you have the body so that you can stay in and we sharpen each other. The body is for the welfare of every member. Welfare means the completeness. All right? We're complete with each other. What is a nose without a living body? You're nothing. You're just a goddamn nose. You don't even work without being connected to a living body. What is lips? Okay? Without a living body. What is an eyeball? What can you see without being connected to a living body? Verse 4, abide in me and I in you, as the branch cannot bear fruit of itself, except it abide in the vine. No more can you except you abide in me. Yahweh Shai is saying, you can't do nothing if I'm not in you. All right? All your good works. You can't boast in yourself. This is why we're not saved by works. We're saved by grace through faith, because you believe, all right, in the death, burial, and resurrection of in the blood of our Messiah, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Now you are connected, all right, to the body. All right, now you can get that living water flowing through you. Now you can get the nutrients, okay, of this truth and the proper understanding thereof. All right. The branch cannot bear fruit of itself except you abide in the vine. What is a branch without the tree trunk? No more can you except you abide in me. I am the vine, you are the branches. He that abideth in me and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit. For without me you can do nothing, brothers. When you talk about brothers and when it comes to this views thing, right? Who am I, man? I'm not gonna get a brother not to talk about brothers getting a lot of views. Brothers have got art. Here's the thing. It's brothers who have gotten increase before their time. They were novices. They weren't rooted. They were wicked. They always wanted the attention of brothers, right? We was talking about this on my street teaching yesterday. Your boy Trail Chosen, I got quite a few subscribers, man. When you look amongst the prophets, you know, I got eyes, all right? When you look amongst the prophets, it's men who are way greater than me who have nowhere near as many subscribers as I have, nor views or attention, right? But that don't mean I'm better than them, and that still don't mean that they're better than me. It don't mean I'm not a disciple. It don't mean I'm not a prophet. So we hear a lot of rebuke about views, and it could be out of love. Brothers are just warning, you know, hey, don't let views get to your head. But the way it come off, it's almost like a, you know what I'm saying? Like you getting bit and attacked for something you can't control. It says, he that abideth in me and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit. We're going to bring out the parable of the talents. Everybody can't bring in 10 to 30,000 views street teaching. All right. It's other brothers that got more views than me and more people and more subscribers than me. I wasn't called to do that. All right. That don't mean you're going off because the Lord flooded a bunch of scoffers into your comment section, right? A bunch of negative comments. All right. That don't mean that the Lord ain't dealing with you because you getting a lot of attention. Okay? Not if you're doing correctly. Not if you staying humble. Not if you're not asking and begging for money. Okay? Not if you don't care about ruling over men. Not if you have the fear of the Lord. Come on now. The same bringeth forth much fruit, some 10-fold, some 50-fold, some 100-fold. For without me, you can do nothing. So brothers, if you do start to do this work and you getting a little more attention than the next brother, and you know that brother wiser than you, man, don't be surprised if you hear brothers say things that may come off as like, all right, that's an envious statement, or that may not be taught in its full balance. I'm just trying to give the balance, man. All right. It ain't no beef. Remember, we in a body. I'm teaching about the body. So even if brothers accidentally offended, all right, or if brothers was just doing what they had to do in the spirit, this is the truth as well. It's more of a balance. All right. I know brothers, they step outside. It's some brothers in London, man. All you see is a bunch of people walking back and forth because where they live, when they street teach, it's a bunch of people like that. Out here in America, unless you in New York, you ain't about to get that much traffic. So those brothers is getting looked at, right, by thousands of people daily. But out here in Dallas, you pick a corner, you know, you're going to get a lot more people than smaller towns, but you ain't going to get that many people walking past, all right? But brothers are uploaded onto YouTube. They ain't getting as much people on the internet as they do in real life. Other brothers, they get more on the internet than they do in real life. And other brothers, you know what I'm saying? They may be doing, you know, small numbers on both places. It's not about the numbers. Don't let numbers cause you to look at people evil. Always be circumspect. That's the balance. But don't be having no evil eye towards brothers who's really sincere about this thing. I don't plan to go nowhere. I don't plan to rule over people. I don't plan to get a bunch of money off of this. My reward can wait to the kingdom, man. I've been suffering. All right. I've lost everything. And the Lord blessed me with things to make me sufficient, right? Give me neither poverty nor riches, but give me what's sufficient for me, right? The Lord has me in sufficiency. I'm not going to lie. But I don't have too much, all right? And I don't have too little. I'm just fine with that. I don't need to rule over people, man, and get puffed up because I'm street teaching or doing this or doing that. If I wanted attention, I could have stayed doing music. If I wanted attention, I could have did MMA. All right. If I wanted attention, I could be a bodybuilder. You understand? If I wanted attention, I could be I could start a YouTube channel. All right, Risen Women. Okay. Come on now. If a man abide not in me, he is cast forth as a branch and is withered. All right. At the end of the day, if a man is not of Yahweh Shai, all right, you're gonna see that the Lord will throw him away anyway. All right. And men gather them and cast them into the fire, and they are burned. Okay. Those men is gonna get dealt with anyway. You see what happened to Sakari, right? You see what happened to a lot of these cats. Okay. If you abide in me and my words abide in you, you shall ask what you will, and it shall be done unto you. All right. Herein is my Father glorified, that you bear much fruit. So shall ye be my disciples. Okay. Come on, man. Should a brother feel guilty because the Lord is doing something that I can't control? I can't control that I got the fire right now on me to put these videos out on the daily, man. All right. Herein is my Father glorified, that you bear much fruit. So shall ye be my disciples, man. All right. Come on now. As the Father have loved me, so have I loved you. Continue you in my love. Show the same love to your brothers, whether they get no views or all the goddamn views. Show love like I show you love. All right, that's a commandment. And if you keep my commandments, you shall abide in my love, even as I have kept my Father's commandments and abide in his love. These things have I spoken unto you, that my joy might remain in you, and that your joy might be full. Okay? This is my commandment. I told you it's a commandment, right? Watch this. This is my commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you. Come on, man. Brothers that dwell in unity. You should recognize when a brother is prophesying the same song as you, calling on the same names as you, working diligently like you. All right. I don't care if he appeared to pop up out of nowhere or appeared this, appeared that. All right. Judge a man. Like if the Lord is going to cast this brother down eventually later, let it happen. Don't sit there and wait for it. All right. Warn the brother. All right. But when he's doing good, are you congratulating that brother? No. I don't be seeing that in the body too much. I don't be seeing the congratulations as much. All right. It's a lot more tearing down than building up. And I'm just here to bring the balance. All right. I'm not here to bring no smoke. All right. I just watch a lot of our teachers in this body. Right. And they doing a great job. And hey, keep doing what y'all do. I'm not. But for the people that's watching me on my channel. All right. We're going to bring balance. All right. Because all the people that I have, I send them to the rest of the council. And if I'm going to send them to the rest of the council, I'm going to give them strength. All right. To be able to sit in that hot seat anyway, because it's a hot seat to stand into the council of the wise. All right. That's a fiery seat. When men of this faith is watching you and watching what you're doing, man, you under their scrutiny and tutelage like you should be. But there's a balance. And I want to train up people to understand the balance. It says, greater love have no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. You are my friends if you do whatsoever I command you. Henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord does. But I have called you friends, for all things that I have heard of my Father I have made known unto you. You have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you, that you should go and bring forth fruit. All right? And that your fruit should remain. All right. Are you praying that brothers that's doing this work and they on fire, that they stay on fire? I pray for my teachers. I pray for my elders, right? I pray for my brothers. I pray for you guys, man. I want to see you keep doing this work. I feel like a lot of people, they want to see brothers fall. All right. Some brothers is going to appear mighty in this thing. Okay. They was hating on Moses. You understand? Is Moses greater than Abraham? Is Moses greater than Paul? They're all a part of the body, man. Yes, every man enters into the kingdom in his own lot. You know, there is an order and a number, but we don't know that number yet. You understand? Whatsoever you shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it to you. These things I command you, that you love one another. If the world hates you, okay? If the world hates you, know that it hated me before it hated you. We get enough hate from the world, man. Let's love each other in the body while still correcting each other. All right, Proverbs 27:17. Right? Iron sharpens iron, and the brother strengthens the countenance of his friend. Okay? What's that? Ephesians chapter 5, verse 21, I believe. Submit yourselves one to another. Yes, submit in correction and also submit in love, man. If you were of the world would love his own. But because you are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. Okay, we don't belong to the world. We belong to this ministry, the ministry of reconciliation. So let's act like we're being reconciled. Hey, watch her head. She was by them bricks. All right, if you were of the world would love his own. Okay? that's see, when you love somebody, you warn them of, watch your head. That was spiritual right there. I didn't want my daughter to fall and hurt herself, so we warn them. And that's what brothers is doing when they warning you with that fiery hot warning. But there's also balance. You know what I'm saying? So I understand it. It ain't no smoke. So if you were of the world would love his own. All right, but because you are not of the world, all right, so we're not of the world. Can we get love from our own? We're not up. We ain't gonna get love from the world, but everybody need love. Can we at least get some love from our own? You leaders out there, you teachers, you apostles, man, it will mean the world to your subordinates. I don't even want to call them that. It will mean the world to the people that's following you, because the Lord said that you will know the way. It will mean the world to them to hear some encouragement from you. It will mean the world to them. What? I'm doing a good job and I keep going. Okay, I do gotta, watch this and watch it, but I'm doing, wow, thank you, man. That motivated me to keep going. All right. It says in verse 20, remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. Okay. All right. But all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake. Salakia, I need some brightness. It's kind of sunny. But all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. If I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not had sin. If he didn't come into this world, it's because we didn't sin. He that hateth me hateth my Father also. All right. If I had not done among them the works which none other man did, they had not had sin. But now have they both seen and hated both me and my Father. And just like when they see us out there prophesying, when they hate us, they hate him. When you hate the messenger, you hate the king. Okay? But this cometh to pass, that the word might be fulfilled that is written in their law. They hated me without a cause. But when the Comforter is come, whom I will send unto you from the Father, even the Spirit of truth, which proceeded from the Father, all right, he shall testify of me, and you also shall bear witness, because you have been with me from the beginning. See, there's apostles, prophets, teachers, all right, and leaders who have been with Yahushua since the beginning. How many times we have to tell you this? The spirit of the prophets is subject to the prophets. 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 32. All right. Don't the scripture say raise up prophets that have been in your name? All right. From the beginning. All right. Ephesians 1:4. Weren't we called into this thing before the foundations of the earth? So the spirit of truth is here today again, bringing us back into our remembrance, because our nation had a great falling away. We're coming back under the names. We're coming back under the order, the tutelage, and the scrutiny of this true doctrine. All right. And the elders that the Lord set up over us. All right. And you also shall bear witness. We're bearing witness. Rejoice that a sinner has repented and got this gospel. All right. Rejoice, man. All right. We already went over the parable. Those of you who didn't watch the live video yesterday, all right, you could go watch that. Matthew chapter 20, verse 1 through 16. All right. Talks about the penny. All right. So you could go read that on your own. We're going to cover things we didn't cover. All right. Everybody was put to work by a master. All right. But some started the work years. All right, the scriptures call it hours, but we know that represents years before others, but they all received the same reward, which is salvation. All right, and the brothers who was in this thing for years, they felt like they was better than the ones that just came in. And he said, man, or do you have an evil eye towards your brother? All right, let's get the last part of that, and you can read the whole thing on your own, man. All right, Matthew, let's see, chapter 20. The point I want to get is, he told them, all right, so they was complaining. All right, so when the first came, they supposed that they should have received more. The first people that was hired to do the work. All right, they thought they should get more, and they likewise received every man a penny. That penny represents your salvation. And when they had received it, they murmured against the good man of the house. They complained. Like, what? We all get the same reward? Yeah. All right. Saying, these last have wrought but 1 hour, and you have see some will be saved in the last hour. And you can't get mad when all these brothers start waking up and you think they popping up out of nowhere. This is the work of the Lord. If they don't wake up, we don't get out of here. You never get your reward. We're working so that we can get out of here, so that brothers can wake up. Not so that they can stay the same. You see the same people, the same teachers for years and years. Everybody that rise up ain't a false teacher. Somebody got to rise up and actually be good fruit. All right. A lot of bodies saying, these last have wrought but 1 hour, and you have made them equal unto us. And don't get mad if the Lord uses them much, and get his just due out of them, which have borne the burden and heat of the day. You see this on the plantation. Brothers got seniority. 20 years on a job, 40 years on a job, got their nose up at the newcomers coming in, working hard. All right. They hating. I done been through that. You understand? All right. Verse 13. But he ain't gonna last long. And he remind me of the dude 10 years ago. He came in here just like that. He won't make it past orientation, especially when it's a physical job. All right. And then you always see brothers be wrong sometimes, even within your secular work life. But he answered one of them and said, the same as in the body, man. Friend, I do you no wrong. Right? Because he calls his servants friends, right? Okay? He calls his servants friends because he tells us what's going on. He say, friend, I do you no wrong, my prophet. Did not you agree with me for a penny? Didn't I tell you I was going to pay you what I was going to pay you? Take that, yours is. So take what's yours and go your way. I will give unto this last, even as unto you. All right. Is it not lawful for me to do what I will with my own? Is your eye evil? That's the part I wanted to get. That evil eye we have. All right. Seeing brothers come out the sky blue. Because I am good. You don't know how they're rooted. All right. We can't teach on one hand the internet is going to wake up people. And then when it did it, oh, no. You got to go sit up under in the flesh. All right. Go tell them that across the world then. Go tell them that they got to come all the way over here and spend their money to do it. No, man, it's other ways, man. Everybody don't get to the truth the same, but once you get to the truth, it's only one way. It's only one path. All right. But it's many paths to the truth. To the truth, because we come from different backgrounds, different countries, different languages. But how you get to this truth, now that you're in the truth, it's only one way of how to do this. Is your eye evil because I am good? Okay, so the last shall be first and the first last. For many be called, but few chosen. So that's a beautiful thing. Let's get Matthew chapter 13. We ain't going to be too long. Matthew chapter 13. All right. Verse 3, starting at verse 3. And it says, and he spake many things unto them in parables, saying, behold, a sower went forth to sow. And when he sowed, all right. And when he sowed, some seeds fell by the wayside, and the fowls came and devoured them up. Some fell upon stony places where they had not much earth, and forthwith they sprung up because they had no deepness of the earth. All right, we represent these seeds, human beings, and everybody can be planted into good ground. All right, some gonna fall by the wayside. They just gonna fall out of this truth. Some fell onto stony places, right? They didn't bear no roots. All right, and when the sun was up, they were scorched, and because they had no root, they were withered away. And some fell among thorns, and the thorns sprung up and choked them. False teachers, all right, cares of this world. But others fell into good ground. This is the point, this part. Others fell into good ground, okay? That's the elect. That's the 1/3. That's those who get the correct doctrine. Those who stand stiffly for the name of the Lord. Those who work this thing out with fear and trembling, diligence, making their calling and election sure. It says, but others fell into good ground and brought forth fruit. All right. Views. Yeah. Numbers. All right. It ain't up to us how many. Whether that's 2 or 10 or 20 or 30 or 50. Whether that's one person you gave the gospel to on the streets, received it out of 5 years, or whether that's 2,000. That's fruit. All right. Some in 100-fold, some 60-fold, and some 30-fold. Now, is the one that brought in 30-fold not as important as the one that brought in 100-fold? No, they're all important. Who have the ears to hear, let him hear. All right. And we understand what that meant. Okay. With the seeds and all that. If you've been in this truth, all right, for a minute, just read the whole chapter. It'll break it down. Let's get Matthew chapter 25. Everybody don't got the same talent, man. Everybody don't got the same ability. Everybody don't got the voice that people want to hear. The faith, the charisma that people that'll get more people. Some people, hey, you're designed to wake up a select few. Others are designed to wake up a lot. That neither one is better than the other. The Lord gonna get his due diligence out of them all. For the kingdom of heaven, verse 14, is as a man traveling into a far country, who called his own servants and delivered unto them his goods. And into one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1, to every man according to his several ability, and straightway took his journey. So the Lord, he never gives every man the same lot. He don't call in the same type of people into this body. People from all backgrounds, all different type of talents. Short, tall, ugly, handsome, fat, skinny. All right. Charisma, no charisma. All right. Some are stronger in their tone and in their correction. Some are light like a butterfly. All right. Come on, man. Some are harsh with their speech. Some are light. All right. Nevertheless, they all got different talents and they're different, but they all are on one accord when it comes to the song, the doctrine, when it comes to the names. That's what's the same right there. That's how we're on one accord. But it's a variety on this one band. It says, then he that had received the 5 talents went and traded with the same and made them other 5 talents. He multiplied it. And likewise, he that had received 2, he also gained other 2. He multiplied it. He bared fruit. But he that had received 1, all right, he had 1 talent. This probably was a less significant brother. You never know. All right. But he digged his 1 talent into the earth and he hid his Lord's money. All right. The Lord's money. All right. Come on now. That's this truth, man. The fear of the Lord is how you get to this truth. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. Isaiah 33:6. That's how you got wisdom, by the fear of the Lord. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and wisdom and knowledge is the strength of your salvation. This dude hid the Lord's money. He didn't speak. He didn't do anything with what he had. The little that he had, he didn't do anything with it. So whether you have much or little, you got to do something with it. After a long time, the Lord of those servants cometh and reckoneth with them. So he's all right. What did you do? This is judgment day. All right. When Matthew 25, when the 5 fools and the five wise, who am I going to beam up into my chariot? Who am I going to say I never knew you? Verse 20. And so he that had received 5 talents came and brought other 5 talents, saying, Lord, you deliver unto me 5 talents. Behold, I have gained beside them 5 talents more. All right. His Lord said unto him, well done, you good and faithful servant. You have been faithful over a few things. I will make you ruler over many things. Revelations 5:10. He's going to make us kings and priests, and we shall reign on the earth. Okay. You multiplied it, man. You did the work. Good job. All right. Good job. Now I'm going to have you take over lands and provinces, and I may create a planet for you to take over. My father's house has many mansions. Good job, man. I wanted you to give this word out and you did it. You should be rejoicing as an elder that you see fruit coming up on the earth, because this wisdom is a burden, man. It's heavy on us. It brings sorrow. Every year it's painful to see your people love to be asleep. You should love when a brother is waking up and doing this thing. All right. Come on now. Now he said the same to them all, but I want to get the one with the 1. All right. So then he, which had received the 1 talent, came and said, Lord, I knew you that you are a hard man, reaping where you have not sown and gathering where you have not strawed. Because he left, he did his job, he left, right? And he put us to work, right? John chapter 17, he said, hey, I finished my job. Now, Lord, I'm praying for these. All right, I did what I was supposed to do. Now I'm praying for these that you've given me before the foundations of the world, right? I pray that you don't take them out of the world, right? But that you, Salakia, let me press play to that. Okay, I pray that you don't take them out of the world, right? But that you be with them in the world. Now it says, and I was afraid and went and hid your talent in the earth. Look, there you have, that is yours. Because it's so many rules, right? There's so much pressure doing this thing. Brothers would be like, man, I'm just not going to do nothing. I don't want to be a false prophet, so I'm not going to do the work. I don't want to be under brother scrutiny. Man, forget that. Brothers can say what they want to say. We're going to work out our own salvation with fear and trembling. Ain't no man going to take my crown. All right? And I'm still love brothers who can't see me. If I see them doing this work, if I see the wisdom coming off their lips, I'ma still love you. Even if you can't see me, I love you. All right. This ain't about a me, see me. All right. But when I feel like certain rebukes ain't taught with balance, all right, this is what the body is for, to bring balance. His Lord answered and said unto him, you wicked and slothful servant, you knewest that I reap where I sowed not, and gather where I have not strawed. You oughtest therefore to have put my money to the exchangers, and then at my coming I should have received my own with usury. You should have done something, all right, to produce some fruit for me. Take therefore the talent from him, all right. Take that wisdom, take whatever he got. See what a man, the little that a man, whatever a man have shall be taken, all right, and given to another, the man that did the work, right? That's another scripture, all right. It said, but we ain't gonna get into that. See, precept upon precept makes all these parables, you understand them. Take therefore the talent from him and give it unto him which have 10 talents. For unto everyone that hath shall be given, and he shall have abundance. But from him that hath not shall be taken away even that which he hath. Do you understand? Those who don't have this truth, you're even going to get that taken away. Those who don't have fruit or works or nothing, you're going to lose you're going to even be less than nothing. All right. And those who do have works and those who do have the truth, they're going to abound more and more. All right. It says, and cast ye the unprofitable servant, because the Lord couldn't get no fruit from him. So you're unprofitable, into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Depart from me, I never knew you. Matthew chapter 25. All right. So every man, the point was what? The Lord gives every man according to his several ability. All right. So some brothers may have a lot of views. Some brothers may have no views. All right. Whatever your ability is. Some brothers may be bold to go out there by themselves, all right, until the Lord says otherwise. Some brothers may have to go under a group of 7. Every man to their several ability, man. All right, let's judge each other righteously. Okay, what's that? 1 Corinthians chapter 3. All right. And I, brethren, cannot speak unto you as unto spiritual, but as unto carnal, even as unto babes in Hamashiach. I have fed you with milk and not with meat. All right. Paul is saying, I'm giving y'all the basics. I can't even get into the secrets with y'all. For hitherto you were not able to bear it, neither yet now are you able. You ain't able. What is wrong with these people? In Corinth, he says, for you are yet carnal. For whereas there is among you envying, all right, that evil eye towards the newcomers, or the newcomers having that evil eye towards the chiefs, all right, the chief of the flock, the apostles, right? You probably covet their position. I want to be the man. I want to be the man. I want to be the man. I want all the views, all the attention, all the, and those are the men that the Lord's going to judge, not the sincere brothers that happen to be getting, happen to be having a certain talent that's more than a brother that's been here for a long time. All right. They're carnal because there's envyings and strifing. Okay. That's, the body should have no schism in it, right? Divisions. It says, in divisions, are you not carnal and walk as men? For while one said, I am of Paul, and another, I am of Apollos. Are you not carnal? I'm of GMS. Or I learned from GMS, right? But I'm out here as a secret disciple. I'm out here, and I ain't in secret. But I'm out here right now, okay, doing the work. But, right? Apollos came from Paul. Do you understand? All right? Brother, I come from, in the doctrine that I'm teaching right now, I couldn't teach this without Elder Apostle Tahar on down. I couldn't teach this without Great Millstone. I couldn't. I can't do it. I couldn't. I had to learn and become small and learn this thing for a period of time. All right? Just like Yahushua, he had to learn this thing for a period of time at a young age. And then he went out. Apostle Paul, right? He was learning wrong. He persecuted, and then he was flashed with Yahushua, the light. All right? He went away for a moment. He learned and was renewed, and he went out. All right, we all meet those crossroads where we got to become new and do the work. All right. So it says, one saith, I am of Paul, and another, I am of Apollos. Are you not carnal? Who then is Paul and who is Apollos? Who is GMS? Who is Trail Chosen? Right? But ministers by whom you believed, even as the Lord gave to every man. We ain't nothing but workers. We're servants. This is not about us. It's about the Lord. That's why he gets the increase. He gets the fruit. Even as the Lord gave to every man. I'm using myself as an example, not as a puffed up statement. Who the hell is Trail Chosen? I'm using me as an example because I'm me. Don't get too silly. Even as the Lord gave to every man, I have planted in Apollos water. Because Paul is the one who built the foundation. All right, of the ministry to the Gentiles. It says, I have planted in Apollos water, but Yahweh gave the increase. He gives the increase of some getting 60-fold. All right, these men is gonna go up under Saints of Jersey over here. These men is gonna go up under Yahweh Sop over there in Texas. These men gonna go up under Trail Chosen over here. These men gonna go up under Elder Apostle Tahar, the top of it all. Everybody is gonna go wherever the Lord increases. Okay. All right, and the increased fruit belongs to the Lord. All right, is this making sense? Verse 7, so then neither is he that planteth anything. All right, these names, these lofty titles, apostle, elder, this, that. All right, neither is he that planteth anything, neither he that watereth. Neither the people, the men, the prophets that saved in the last hour, neither the prophets that got to work early. We're all reincarnated as prophets. 1 Corinthians 14:32. You don't know what a brother did in his past life and how much work he did. It says, but Yahweh that giveth the increase. Now he that planteth and he that watereth are one, and every man shall receive his own reward according to his own labor. So there should be no evil eyes amongst the ministry, man. Verse 9, for we are laborers together with Yahweh. All right, I'm not saying brothers shouldn't be circumspect, but there should be no schism. All right, for we are laborers together with Yahweh. Ye are Yahweh's husbandry. Those are his farmers. All right, his workmen, his husbandmen, his gardeners. All right, the ones who dress the vineyard. All right, ye are God's building. You are the temple, man. The third temple, the 144,000. All right. Paul said, according to the grace of Yahweh, which is given unto me as a wise master builder, I have laid the foundation, and another buildeth thereon. There's going to be newcomers into this thing that get to work too. Don't be mad about how much work they getting done. It's the Father who decides how much work is getting done. We mold and correct brothers to do the work correctly. We got to watch how we do it. That's why it says here, but let every man take heed how he builds thereupon, because you got men who will watch you from the outside and try to imitate things that you do, and they doing the work wrong. Like, bro, did you go to orientation? Did you become a little one? How long were you underground before you opened up your mouth trying to teach? Huh? How long did you study under instructions? James 1:21 says, receive ye the engrafted word. Okay? With meekness, with humility. That means you have to become humble. Matthew 18:1-3. Become a little one and receive the engrafted word. You lift up the word engrafted. It's instructions and sealed to you by your instructors. How long were you ready to go out? The Lord pushed me out to the streets. I don't care what a brother said. You understand? I'm where I'm supposed to be, and I get spiritual confirmation all the time. And I'm still growing. I'm still learning. I'm still being chiseled. You understand? Humbly. And I'm still in the council. Ain't nobody pushing me out, because the council belongs to the Lord. All right? For other foundation can no man lay than that which is laid, which is Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. Now, if any man build upon this foundation gold, silver, precious stones, wood, hay, stubble, you want to put whatever you want, right? Every man's work shall be made manifest. That day is going to declare it, for the day shall declare it, right? You didn't know who was the 5 wise or the 5 foolish virgins until what? Until the day of the Lord. That's when he separated the sheep from the goats. Those who really serve him and those don't. For the day shall declare it, because it shall be revealed by fire, and the fire shall try every man's work of what sort it is. Every brother ain't getting built up to be torn down in front of the congregation. Everybody ain't built up to be slaughtered in front of you just because the Lord gave them more several ability than the next brother. All right, more juice, more energy, whatever it is. And no brother is better than another brother in this thing. The whole body is important. If any man's work abide, which he hath built thereupon, he shall receive a reward. And that's the reward of the prophets, man. And those of you who listen to the prophets, you gonna get the reward of a prophet too, which is salvation. All right? Come on now. Know ye not that you are the temple of Yahweh, and that the spirit of Yahweh dwelleth in you? Okay? But we'll get to that in another message, man. Matthew 21:19. All right, we almost done, y'all. Matthew chapter 21. All right, verse 19. We almost done. What does it say? All right. And when he saw a fig tree, Yahushua, in the way. All right. You was just in the way. A lot of men just in the way. Right? Ain't doing nothing. He came to it and found nothing thereon. No work, no fruits, no nothing. See, you get in trouble when you ain't doing nothing. But then when you is doing something and the Lord happens to increase you, right? Whether that's for a period of time, right? Because the Lord going to be taking all these channels away. So whatever you think you building, all right, whatever attention any brother's getting that get more views than me or less views than me, the Lord going to take it all away anyway. We coming upon a famine of the word. All right, what good is 12,000 subscribers, this many thousands, or whatever, 20,000, 30,000? I don't get no checks, but brothers who get checks from this thing, what good is that if one day he going to take it away? Just focus on the work, man. All right? Come on now. He saw a fig tree in the way. This is for somebody who ain't doing the work. He came to it and found nothing thereon, but leaves only, and said unto it, let no fruit grow on you henceforth forever, you lazy, slothful servant. And presently the fig tree withered away. All right? Come on now. All right? That's the fig tree that he cursed, man. Okay? We're predestined, man. We're predestined to be called into this ministry, man. And somebody got to wake up. Somebody got to be the elect. That's the point of this message. As much as we have to remain and keep rebuking brothers, that there's tares amongst the wheat. Okay? That there's people who in this thing for attention and the wrong reasons. As much as we got to say that, don't forget about your brothers who really love you, who really learning underneath you. Don't forget about your brothers who really love Yahweh Shai. Don't forget about the brothers. Don't forget about the little ones, man. Don't forget that you're a little one. You had to start somewhere. And you brothers can't help how much attention they do get or how much attention they don't get. Please love us. All right? And I'm gonna take that I'm gonna take that for myself as well, man. All right? We trying to get out of here, man. Somebody got to be the elect. People have to start waking up, man. We can't just stay the same way. Same teachers, the same. Nah, man. Teachers got to be rising up, man, or the prophets ain't waking up, man. All right? He said, hurt not the earth, nor the trees, nor anything in it until the prophets, the servants are sealed. We got to be sealed, man. Don't get mad when you see brothers getting sealed right in front of your face and they got quickened by the Spirit. Galatians chapter 5, verse 25. If we live in the Spirit, let us also walk in the Spirit. Let us not be desirous of vainglory. Okay? Provoking one another and envying one another. So don't get puffed up in vainglory, because all your works is the works of Yahweh Shai. All your fruit and increase is the fruit and increase of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right? And don't provoke one another. Also, don't envy one another. Brother got a lot of works. Brother got a lot of fruit. Okay, that ain't his fruit anyway. This brother's just a vessel. But love that brother, man. All right? Ooh, verse 22. This is a good way to close it. The fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith. All right? I know I'm a harsh brother, but it's a time to be gentle. It's a time to be peaceful. All right? It's a time and place for everything. This is amongst the body, man. All right? Meekness, humility, temperance. That's, long-suffering. Against such there is no law. All right, come on now. All right, so that's pretty much all I had to say, man. All right, I love y'all. I'm done with this topic, man. We're gonna keep it pushing, and we're gonna be more edifying. Abaratazah. All right, I want to say call halal Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem Rakah Kodash. That's giving all praises, all glory, and all honor to the Heavenly Father in the name of His only begotten Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. All right, I love y'all, man, for real. Those of you brothers and sisters out there really in this thing, I love y'all, man. Keep going. We almost home. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. But be certain.